Alpha Delta 8 Delta Juliet 88DJ. Name is Mark, and I'm located here in the southern part of West Virginia.
Roger, Mark. You're about 10 over. Roger, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Just 100 watts, and the wire is 234 feet long with about 60-some feet of lateral line. It's up about 70 feet.
Roger that. You know, I'm about to get too many rotary switches. I wanted to put my loops on a rotary switch so I could interrogate them rather quickly. You know, a rotary switch is probably the fastest kind of interrogation you can use. And it started when I was on 10 meters as a young child ham operator. No, actually older, but young to the ham radio, and you know, I started building my antennas, and I wound up with six antennas on 10 meters, and I had them on a rotary switch, and gosh, I could, you know, a second and a half, and I could interrogate those 6 antennas, and you know, you're not looking at a meter or nothing, you're just listening to white noise and going for the quietest antenna. And it's amazing how antennas ebb and flow between each other, you know, and you know, just because one is hot at the moment, you know, the next one down the line is going to be hotter, you know, 20 seconds from now, Roger.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Well, I just happened to hit it lucky. This one here was sort of put up, and it works great on 80 and spectacular here on 40 there for DX, and so I use it for 80, 40, 20, and 15 meters, and I don't even have to touch a knob, so just luck of the draw, I guess. But anyways, it's performed quite well. Anyways, real quickly, the name here is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm running the Yaesu 450D, and put the MD100 here at the boom, because, well, I don't like a desk mic, so. Anyways, that's the rig and the setup, 100 watts and, I guess, a wire.
Oh, Mark, a beautiful signal there. Your last signal was 12 dB above my noise level. I don't have my receiver set up like most folks with a bunch of RF in the front end. I have deliberately cranked down the RF to stay out of AGC suck-up compression. So, you know, it is as close to perfection as you can get as far as copying the mail on somebody. And so we do that. And this is an older radio. It's a Yaesu 990, about a 30-year-old radio, but it's pretty heavily modified incoming and outgoing, and the receiver's flat from 100 cycles to in excess of 3, and so it really makes it nice. On my set, and if you go to YouTube to check it out, you will see I have a spectrum analyzer that's running, and you can see your audio curve as you speak, and that spectrum analyzer is flat from 100 cycles to a 3K. There are 3 marks on that spectrum analyzer. The one to the way left is 100 cycles, and the first one coming to the right is 1 KC. Then there's a blank space, and that blank space is 2 KC, and the next white mark to the right is 4 KC. So I don't think you'll ever make it to the 4th KC, but somewhere between that dark one and the last one at about half signal, you know, that would be 3 KC. Roger?
Yeah, Roger, I know what you're saying. I'm not for sure exactly what the bandwidth is set up on this radio as far as the transmit audio. Excuse me. It's you know, factory set from Yaesu. I'm pretty sure it's right around 2.8, somewhere along that line. So it's not had any modifications or anything else. The rig's just about a year old, and I love it. I use it as a secondary rig, and every once in a while, like today, I fire it up and get on there and talk a little bit just to get some use out of it, because my primary rig's the Yaesu FTDX 1200, and I just have to unhook one mic cable and switch over, and I'm talking on the other one. But anyways, I enjoy working some DX, things of that nature. and always enjoy it. Now, we've talked before a while back. You gave me an audio report there on the 1200, and I'm glad I talked to you today because I was wanting to really check out the audio with this mic on the 450D. So hopefully I'll get to listen to it just to see how it sounds. I don't know if the mic's too bassy or got too many highs in it or whatever. I just recently wanted to try something else out, so I ordered a Heil HM12. And unfortunately, I haven't gotten it in yet, so it might be here tomorrow or Monday. So with that, back to you. You sound great here as well. 88DJ.
Roger, Mark. Well, your audio is perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. That microphone and radio were made for each other, just as it is right now. Just you are all together there. So and I usually recommend a windscreen, but and I would recommend it to you. I would recommend a windscreen to anybody that has a microphone, because at some point or another, there's going to be something that you air that could have been corrected if one had a windscreen. So I suggest, as a general rule, everybody should run foam windscreens. But your audio signal is just perfect as it is. Roger.
Okay. Well, yeah, I've heard some reports that it could use a little more lows and things of that nature. So I figured, well, I got a little bit of a coupon deal from Gigaparts, and I figured, well, the HM12 looks like a nice mic. I'll try it out just to see how it does. And if it don't sound any better than this one, then at least I've got an extra microphone on hand.
Roger that. Well, the whole thing is, when push comes to shove and somebody can't copy you, if there's a bunch of bass in there, it tends to muddy out. And your audio, is probably rolling at 200 cycles, thereabouts, starting the roll. So I think it's just perfect. That's the way I would run it, not a real heavy bottom end, but, a pleasant, and not a bunch of, 1.2, 2K and push right there, You're just very, very nice audio, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know how long it'll be before I'll actually be able to listen to the audio recording, but anyways, I typed in my call sign there on Google, and it came up, with our last Qso that we had here on 40, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was right here on 7188. So anyways, I'll just have to wait and listen. I can do the monitor through the headphones, but that really don't tell me very much. I want to know what's on the other end. So, yeah, anyways, I guess I'll find out here hopefully in
Whoever's running the Vox, turn the Vox off, please.
They're recording right now.
Oh, Roger, Mark. Well, like I say, it's just perfect. So, and I think you'll agree when you check it out. So go to YouTube. It'll be a couple of days before we get it uploaded anyway. So when you get a chance, go to YouTube and do the call letter search, Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and that Qso of this one should be on page 1, and it should be identified with my group AirCheck 92719. So 3's Mark. Have a good day and a great weekend, Roger.
Roger. 73 to you as well, my friend, and as always, it's a pleasure to get to talk with you, and thanks for the info. You provide a lot of good information there, and with the audio recording as well. So with that, I'll turn you loose, and I'm sure you got some more out there that wants to make contact with you. 73's from Alpha Delta 8 Delta Juliet in West Virginia.